aviation network, providing high quality, safe, customer-oriented airport and air navigation services, thereby acting as a catalyst of economic growth in the area we serve. So here we will given to the analysis of this particular definition, Nissan. It is Indian aviation network one to another, providing high quality services for the safe and customer oriented airport and air navigation services, and they be acting as a catalyst to economic growth in the area we serve. Here, catalyst of the economic growth. If we going to the one place to another, very time will be saved for this thing. If it is effective and efficient for this thing, that time we utilize for production purpose. So they are given to that type of catalyst of economic growth. Vision of AI till 2026. What is their vision actually? Preeminent air navigation service provider, strive for global recognition in the air navigation services and adoption of advanced technology. Without technological adoption, you cannot go ahead and giving not the prompt services for this thing. So, and not only prompt service, you also avoid to the accident also, and timely service also given through the newly developed technology. Implement the state of the art technology for safe navigation in Indian airspace. These are the mission and vision of the Airport Authority of India. Now, modern and sustainable infrastructure. Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Am I audible? Now, modern and sustainable infrastructure maintain high standard of excellence in developing robust and eco-friendly airport infrastructure. Enhance the air connectivity, improve air connectivity at unserved and underserved airport across India. Now, organizational readiness. Build an efficient organization capable of handling challenges posed by the exponential air traffic growth and financial sustainability. Focus on profitable operation at major airport through cost reduction and increase your aeronautical revenue. Now, relevance of the Airport Authority of India in aviation sector. Now, growth of air transport, significant increase in air traffic has made the airport crucial hub for business and aviation operation. So without airport, we cannot think about the aviation operation. We cannot think to the transportation. So that is the crucial also. Evaluation airport management. Before 1986, all airports were managed by Directorate of Government of India. 1972, International Airport Authority of India was created for managing international airport Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, and Chennai. 1986, National Airport Authority was set up to manage other government airports. And 1995, that merged with the two, that means international IAAI and NAI were merged. The International Airport Authority of India and National Authority of India merged from Airport Authority of India in 1991 April. Now, these are the relevance of the airport and their historical background. Now, what is the key function and achievement of the AAI, International Airport Authority of India? Air traffic management service, ATMs, manage air traffic over Indian airspace and adjoining oceanic areas. The first in South Asia to use the ADSS, implement the automatic defense surveillance system ADSS in Chennai and Kolkata for air traffic control over the oceanic area. These are the first surveillance for them. Performance-based navigation implemented in Mumbai, Delhi, and Ahmedabad with phase of implementation in other airports. Gagan project, collaborative with the ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, satellite-based navigation system to enable the GPS sign for aircraft. First phase completed in 2008. Now we are coming ground-based augmentation system GBAS. Plan the implementation of Delhi and Mumbai airport aims to improve the navigation and replace the traditional instrument landing the system, training and skill development. Now, after that, without training means is the difference between the actual and performance, actual and whatever the requirement for this thing. If the deficiency are there, then you need to the training and skill development. Then through the skill development, you can understand the sophisticated, how to handle the sophisticated instrument for this thing. Now here, operate four training center for this purpose: Civil Aviation Training College, Allahabad, National Institute of Aviation Management Research, Delhi, and Fire Training Center, Delhi and Kolkata. A flight inspection unit equipped with a fleet of 3 vehicle fitted with the state-of-art flight inspection system, technology-driven transparency, deployed advanced IT system for better customer experience, real-time information sharing. Mini Ratna PSC status granted in February 2009 for its outstanding performance. Now, Primary Service of Airport Authority of India. First, it is the first priority the passenger facilities, construction, modification, and management passenger terminals. These are the vital part of that. And other things, development management of cargo terminal and maintenance of runway, taxiway, infrastructure. These are the facilities, infrastructure, or development are needed. Provision of the communication, navigation, surveillance, and including DVOR, DANE, ILS, ATC, radars, and visual aids. Ensuring the safe and secure operation of aircraft, passenger, and cargo at the airport. What over this thing were given the effective and efficient utilization associated to the passenger and also the country and also the other stakeholders. That's why ensuring if we maintain all these things, it ensure to the safe, secure operation of airport, passenger, and cargo at the airport. Now, air navigation services, modernization of navigation infrastructure with the transition to the satellite-based system, collaboration with the FAA USA, USTA, the European Union, Air Service Australia, all they are reduce the particle separation minima, particle separation. What is that? Increase airspace capacity and reduce the congestion. This is the reduce for this thing and implementation of GPS and geo-augmented navigation, geo-augmented navigation in collaboration with the ISRO, Research Organization of India, did collaborative work. And how the security Asia, CIS, another organization like the defense organization, then their personnel are people are deployed for security and installation of CCTV surveillance system at use state-of-art of X-ray vehicles, inspection and smart card access control to the sensitive airport, implementation of advanced security and surveillance system of the Indian airspace protection. These are the system for the security to maintain for they are also doing for this thing. Now, aerodrome. Now, here with two terms with the aerodrome will come airport. Now, plan capacity to meet the future demand. It is the plan to meet the future because now it is the earlier before 10 years, what are the demand of the year in air travel? Now it is increasing that. Runway to 7,500 feet to multiple airports to accommodate the Airbus E32 and Boeing 737 to 80, yet also strengthening and expansion of taxiway and affords. Now, airport rescue and fire fighting. Airport rescue and fire service provide the 67 airports and ICO and DGA guidelines protection for ATC towers and terminals, technical building and vital airport installation. These activities are going on. Conduct a full-scale emergency exercise, building evacuation drills and the mock drills, etc. Fire investigation, safety training, mutual aid with the city fire brigade, industry fire services, ambulance services for passenger and crew also. Third, fire consultancy, service protection and organization. Now we are coming to the human resource development, HRD and training. Without human resource development, you cannot provide the efficient services or effective services to a customer. No. For this particular training means there is a expected and present difference between them. Continuous training for the skill enhancement in aviation operations, safety and management because you are day to day you are adopting to the new technology. If it is the technology, it's not trained by the trained personnel are not there, so it will be it not be really very useful. The operation training and management also them National Institute of Aviation Training Management, Delhi, Allahabad, Delhi and Kolkata. These are the human resource development training center are also there. Training comes under the ICAO trainer program with the international participants also there. What is the implementation for the adoption of IT-driven operation for enhance the efficiency, transparency, and productivity? And these are the website for this to provide the airport related information www.aai.aero provide the airport related information to the public. So these are the human resource development and training and implemented like this. Now, summary of the AI key function: design, development, operation, and maintenance of international and domestic airports. They are also doing for this thing. Airspace control and management. They manage the airspace and management beyond the Indian territorial limit under the ICO agreement. And construction and management of passenger and cargo terminals, passenger terminal and cargo terminal, provision of the air traffic services and navigation, that means ILS, DVOR, DME, right? This is implementation of advanced security measure for passenger safety and ensure the safety and secure operation for aircraft and passenger and cargo also. Now, other service of airport authority. Other service of Airport Authority of India, consultancy services. Airport Authority of India provides a wide range of consultancy and services related to the airport development and operation, including airport feasibility studies. In this particular feasibility study, we have it is a need. It is also site selection. What type of site you needed for that? Technical feasibility, whether it is actually feasible or not, topography, survey, soil and pavement investigation, obstruction, clearance survey, and air traffic forecast. These are the points should be keep in mind when airport feasibility studies are there. Now, airport development services end-to-end project management for greenfield airport. Now the concept becomes a greenfield airport. So minimum destruction and also maintain some sustainability. Now regulatory compliance, preparation of the term of reference TOR, detailed project report and mandatory clearance and request for proposal. Now, airport audit and commercial viability study. That airport audits mean how much expenditure and income are there, whether it is profitability or not. This is the and commercial viability study, whether it is any violation for the in the context of the commerce. Airport master planning and infrastructure development. Infrastructure basic requirement for the development. Design, what type of design it is needed for this thing, why that design is appropriated for this thing, and construction of the passenger cargo terminals, aircut hangars, pavement, and the electrical installation. Now, after this thing, another thing, without planning, it is not a planning, it's a futuristic word for this thing. And installation and maintenance of the radars, navigation aids, and communication system are should be there. Now, here comes the air traffic and airspace management. What is that? Air route restructuring development of standard instrument departure and standard terminal arrival routes. These are the airspace management related. And obstruction chart and flight procedure development, these are the very crucial. Now, technological integration and automation. Now, here, without technological adoption, you cannot provide the authentic service, security base. You can't do it. Then, when technology integration and automation are correlated, computerized of cargo handling. That means it is the save the time and also minimum negligence or mistake. Passenger information system, automatic self briefing system, and airline billing. These are the automation with the help of computerization. In the automatic message switching system of air traffic management, this is the one of the important due to the technological development and technological adoption. Now, the training and skill development, when you're talking to the training is equal to what expected, what is the needed for that, and what is actually difference with the actual and what is the needed. That if, as for example, if the standard is needed 5, but actually we have only 2, then difference is the 3. Then you report to the training that difference deficiency can be mitigated through the training. Now, specialized training of air traffic controllers, airport ground management, radar and navigation engineer like this. Now, flight calibration services, commissioning and route flight check for the navigation system like the radar, board. These are the systems are increasing and adopting this in the airport. Now, EIS Startup Initiative launched in what is January 16, 2016 to encourage the innovation and efficiency in airport operation. Well, we know about that efficiency is the to do efficiency means the output divided by input. The ratio is an innovation you do through the innovative way, so then it can be the acceptable. Provide funding and mentorship. Fund without fund you cannot develop whatever the planning you have, but fund is needed for this thing. And mentorship to start up working the airport related solution. And it should mentorship for this thing. start up for the work in the airport related solution. What are the problems are there? How do you solve for this thing? In middle of this thing, you are needed of the main funding and mentorship. The selection criteria. What are the selection criteria for that? Relevance AI mandate, potential for cost saving and efficiency improvement. Always the potential for cost saving, and if it is a cost saving for that, then efficiency improvement will come automatically for this thing. Efficiency means output divided by input. That if the ratio is ratio is more, then we can say something about that. It is for example, if you are given to the expend to the 4 rupees, but your cost is 2 rupees, then with the output and input 4 by 2, then means your efficiency 2 is to 1. Innovative and team capability and commitment to the proof of concept. But you are given the black and white. In the paper, you are telling to the no, it is developing. But commitment to the proof of concept. How does it the concept for this thing? Just a minute. তুই আটটার দিকে আয় হ্যালো হ্যালো শুনতে পাচ্ছিস শুভেন্দু না শুভেন্দু না আটটার দিকে চলে আয় হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা ইংলিশ করে দিবি ঠিক আছে ও তাহলে তুই ইংলিশ করে দিবি ঠিক আছে Now we are coming to the key factors of areas. হ্যাঁ বল ঠিক 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 আছে key focus areas logistic and security solution, airport operation and robotic, they are using for this thing, air navigation system, renewable energy and sustainability, passenger experience enhancement. These are the facilities are there. Now fire training center, AI operate two premier fire training center for aviation, fire and rescue the training. One is fire station in Kolkata, established 1954, set up by Ministry of Civil Aviation, Government of India, and they are the main objective: train the fire safety personnel for aviation sector, and they are the course like this way, and conduct the basic and advanced training program for private candidate and officer from the port and shipping industries. Now, Fire Training Center, New Delhi, established in 1976, set up by International Airport Authority of India to train fire safety personnel for international airport, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, and Trivandrum. Now, recognition by ICA and FAA, ICA Trainer Pole Certificate Training Center. Both centers provide training in fire safety, emergency responses, rescue operation, and advanced firefighting techniques they are using. Sorry. Revenue source of Airport Authority of India. Landing and parking the fees. Revenue, then airport, what are the revenue sources of revenue? From the charges import of aircraft, for landing and parking at AI managed airports. Air traffic control, ATC, fees collected for providing air navigation and air traffic control services to aircraft operating Indian airspace. So these are the sources of this thing. Revenue for privatized airport. Delhi, the Delhi International Airport pays 45.99% of its revenue to AIA, and Mumbai International Airport pays 38.77 for its revenue to AIA. Privatization airport contribute near about 25% to total revenue. Highly profitable PSU, public sector organization, AIE is among the profitable public sector unit in India due to its diverse revenue stream. Now, we are completed to the unit number 4. Now we are going to the unit number 5, IATA. IATA, International Air Transport Association. Now, the aviation industry plays a crucial role in national development. The International Air Transport Association is a leading global organization. What they are representing, leading, and serving the commercial aviation industry. IATA reach and influence over the 299 member airlines. Just IATA reach influence over 290 member airline, 480 strategic partners, and 1 lakh accredited agents. Covers nearly 82% of the world air traffic and ensure reliable services. Key objectives of the IATA: enhancing global air transport through active policy participation, and reviving global travel demand, especially post-COVID-19 lockdown. Now we are coming to the initiative to tackle the challenges. Launch a mobile application with the verified test and vaccine information to encourage the broader reopening. Conducting webinars on mental health resilience, employee wellness, and aircraft safety. Learning outcome of this unit, understanding aim, objective, and historical development of IATA, learning about the billing and settlement plans in aviation business operation. Now we are coming historical development of IATA. That means formation and purpose. IATA is a trade association for scheduled domestic and international airlines. It operates as a voluntary, non-political organization with the democratic decision making. That means it's a voluntary, non-political organization and democratic decision making organization. The association ensures the neutrality, fostering the collaboration among the countries with the different geopolitical interests. It promotes the mutual trust among members and enhance the global connectivity. Origin and predecessor. Before IATA, the International Air Traffic Association was from 1990. Now, Europe after the World War I. This organization sees a potential at the outbreak of the World War 1939. The First World War 1919, 1939, Second World War. Now, post uh, post World War II development and establishment, after the World War II, nation gathered in Chicago to negotiate the air transport regulation. After this thing, after the World War II, they are also gathering the particular meeting for the conference for this thing. They are understanding about it. Canada, USA, and Britain proposed a new organization, complement ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization. IATA was officially founded in April 19, 1945 in Havana, Cuba. It is primarily focused on discuss passenger fares and cargo rates. It is basically they are discussing about this thing. 1945 to 1975, IATA reforms and revamp. Internal review led to significant structural and functional changes. Key feature of the reform IATA: two-tier membership structure. Airline could choose to engage in tariff discussion or only on non-commercial trade activity. More flexible pricing strategy, allowing airline to develop innovative fares. And also with the technical way, with the logical way, set up for this, greater transparency. Here, I see a greater transparency. Observe, third-party representative could attend the tariff conference. Elimination of the outdated regulation, such as in-flight service rule. These developments have shaped IATA into dynamic and adaptable organization playing a crucial role in global. Now, post development, I think it is completed doubly. Classification of IIT members. IIT members are categorized into active, associated, and allied member. The three type of membership are there, each with a specific rule and benefit. Active members, what the active men must have the license for scheduled flight operation, authorization from the competent authority to carry the passenger, baggage, mail, and cargo. At 2019, IATA had 290 airlines from 120 countries. Associate members include domestic air transport enterprises operating within national borders and qualifying as a ICAO member. After 90-day probation of the period, they apply for upgrade active membership via the executive committee. So this is the procedure for the open to transport sector business, hotel, resort and travel enterprise involved in tourism. These are the very important parts. Membership termination occur due to violation of association rule, regulation and illegal practices. Illegal practices. Now we are coming to allied membership. These members are do the business with the airline, buy or sell the ticket, and use the IATA logo. So the travel agency and tour operator fall into the categories. As they sell service on behalf of the airlines. Each of them. And membership require executive committee approval. Without the executive committee approval, you cannot take any membership. If reject, applicant can reapply at the next general meeting, but there is no guarantee of acceptance. IATA in India, India falls under the Eastern Pacific region. In IATA, 5 regional distribution zones. IATA operates 2 offices in India. One is Mumbai, Andheri, and one is Gurgaon, NCR, Delhi. And that is the Mumbai. Mumbai actually we have the financial capital of India. All the business hubs are there. And Gurgaon headquarters IATA Indian Private Limited. Now we are coming to the function and rules of IATA. Ensure safe and economic air transport, regulation air travel to ensure the safety, reliability, and affordability for the passenger. Provide a collaboration platform, act as a neutral forum for airlines, government, and stakeholders to work together and prevent the uneconomic, unreasonable competition. Establish air competition policy to maintain the stability in the airline industry. Now we are going to promote the innovation and aircraft design. When we promote the innovation aircraft design, encourage technological advancement in civil aviation department. Encourage and tourism international travel. This is the more crucial in context of the tourism. Support the initiative to increase the global travel and tourism because airport helps the aircraft to transaction for them. Support and travel agents tour operator provides a common platform for industry professional to network and collaborate. Without collaboration, you cannot go ahead in Today's scenario. Facilities and training education organize webinar, training program and course of industry professional and membership. Coordinate with the related industry, work with the tourism, cargo, hospital, airline organization to bridge the industry gap and enhance the connectivity. All the connectivity should be there. Now we are come to the aims of the IATA. Is there any question? Hello, is there any question? Aims, aims, aims of IATA: lead, serve, and advocate, represent and protect the interests of the member airline, focus on safety, security, and environment. These are the focus points. Ensure safe, secure, and eco-friendly aviation operation. Simply aviation business process, enhance efficiency while reducing cost and improving passenger convenience. Establish fair regulation and charges, advocate for reasonable rules, fees, and policy in the aviation sector, develop industry policies and standards, work through the committees, panels, and task force composed of the airline export. Another aim, improve the travel cargo operation. Focus, basically they focus on travel agency regulation, staff training, and cargo handling. These are the more important in context of tourism and hospitality industry. Now reduce the bureaucracy. Reduce the bureaucracy, works on simplifying customs and immigration procedure. Manage the industry finance and security, oversees financial operation, security protocol and technical service, regulate user charges, advocate for fair airport leading fees, air traffic control charges, and security cost. Now we are coming to the IATA activities and services. Core function of aviation department ensures safety and security of passengers, cargo, luggage, and carriers. Facilitates seamless payment or processing for member airlines and reduce the fares, fees, and taxes to make air travel more accessible. This is the they are also continuously evaluating for this thing. Promote fast travel solution by easing regulatory restriction. So it is the promote, then it is the it is every stakeholder will be satisfied. Streamline the legal framework to strengthen the global aviation industry and support the sustainable aviation. This is the maintain to the carrying capacity for this thing to address the environmental concern. So these are the core function in safety, facilitate, reduce speed, promote the trust, streamline the legal framework, and support the sustainability. Now we are coming to key service provided by IATA. What are the service they are providing now? Now IATA accreditation accreditates travel agency, they accredit travel agency, cargo companies, and airline. They are the uh, three most probably are important in context of context of tourism involved in passenger, cargo, and mail transportation. Provide travel industry designated service. For purpose is the for smooth booking and commission transfer. Because every travel agency need a commission for this thing, and there is some certain rules should be maintained. Authorize travel agents to sell airline tickets and offer access to the billing and settlement plan, BSP, billing and settlement plan for efficient invoicing and payment. Conduct the certificate program, webinars, and course on the air ticketing and cargo professional and student. Now we are coming to the intelligence and statistics. Provide the business intelligence to member, read the global aviation statistic, The global statistic, then how much it is for the statistical way for the whether it is profitable or no, or whether the break-even points are not. These are the points are related for them. Whether they are calculating the mean, mode, median, standard deviation, whatever this thing. Whether they are given centralized or the dispersion for this thing, they are doing for this thing. Many the aviation data to improve the customer experience. Now we are talking about the big data. If you analyze the big data for this thing, then you can understand what the field you need to develop. Serve in context of customer experience. Serve as an automated authoritative source, data-driven decision making and future industry planning. So these are the decision making process that or analysis, result or finding health future industry planning. Now financial services, everything is possible if you have some finance. Ensure the simple, secure and effective financial network. Very simple, secure and financial network for airline, airport navigation, service provider and industry stakeholder. They are using to the now they are using the blockchain technology for this to prevent the prevent the to the cheater. The IATA location identify the codes, assign unique codes to cities. They are given to the special codes for this thing, codes to the for the cities, codes for the airlines, codes to the airports, and also countries. For standardization in travel documentation, airline codes, two letter alphanumeric codes, two letters, and airport and city code, three letter codes. Here, airport codes, two alphanumeric, airport and city code, three alpha letter codes. As for example, JFK, John, and Frankfurt Airport like this. And country code is a two letter alpha codes. And flight code is a alphanumeric prefix linked to the airline codes. So these are the systematic way they are coding for this thing. Coding means representing to the that particular airports, airline codes, country, and flight codes. Now, collaboration and association of IATA. The IATA, they are collaborative travel agent and ground handler, airlines and airport, traveler, air traffic management, high forwarder, and government and policymaker. They are also collaborating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Most probably they are the stakeholder of the tourism, a stakeholder of the airport or aviation industry. Now, when you're talking to the aviation or tourism, actually it is tourism means it is we know some four A's are there. And attraction, accessibility. In the accessibility, aviation industry are more important for tourism purposes. Now, industry collaboration and its major collaborators. Now, overview of the IATA, a globally recognized aviation organization operating for 50 years. Member include the airlines, airport authorities, travel and ground handling agent, air traffic management body, flight tours and government policymaker and custom authority. Play a crucial role in establishing aviation standard and procedure based practices to ensure the industry regulation and enhance the customer experience. Now, IATA collaboration with the airlines and airport. Support the airline in key programs and policies that will support for this thing. Helps airlines implement IATA's critical programs, policies and services. The benefits of the low cost carries. LCCs gain access to a various IATA product and service, improving the operational efficiency. Now, enhance the airline security and reputation. IATA accreditation strengthen the airline security, measure and boost their reputation. Industry update and awareness, airlines stay informed about aviation industry, changes emerging, hazard and safety risks. Access to the safety and flight operation data. Accredited airlines receive a real-time information on safety and flight operation development, participation in IATA campaigns. Airline benefit from IATA-led initiative on passenger flight and also emission security, airport charges, and slot allocation. These are the participant area. And encouragement of sustainability. Nowadays, we are talking about the sustainability, how they are affecting for this thing. IATA promotes sustainable practices, encouraging airlines to adopt the eco-friendly innovation and technology. They are continuously initiating to adopt the eco-friendly and their technologies so that environment can be protected. IATA and travelers. What is the regulation for them? Enhance the travel experience because the good regulations are there, ensure the safety, security, and cost-effective travel alternatives. These are the safety, security, and cost-effective travel alternatives and promote the passenger rights. They also promote the passenger right, advocate a uniform set of passenger rights adopted by ICAO, including the right to care, assistance in case of disruption, rerouting, alternative travel agreement, refunds also, and compensation for cancellation and disruption, protection during the incident and accident related to the your travel, accessible travel for all, support the inclusive growth, including assistance for passengers with the reduced mobility, and baggage protection, safeguard against the mishandling passenger baggage, passenger safety guideline, instruct the airline on ensuring the passenger safety throughout the journey, travel manuals and regulation, guide travelers with regulation like the live animal regulation for the pet transport for this thing. So these are the regulation. They are also in the what is the procedure for this. Now, IAT and air traffic management (ATM) support the implementation of harmonized ATM framework. Both are helping to do the some framework so that everywhere both parties can be benefited. Contribute, either contribute to the communication, navigation, and surveillance of the technology advancement. They have worked with the air navigation service provider globally to improve the cost efficiency. Now, cost efficiency is the most important in this particular cases, and they are also working on the particular case. IATA and the freight forwarders. Freight forwarders play a crucial role in global supply chain and aviation and marine trades. Cargo agent must comply with the IATA Dangerous Goods Manual, hazardous material, and live animal regulation. Now, EAWB electronic year bill was launched by the IATA, serving as a digital gateway for freight forwarders. Digital gateway for freight forwarding. This is the one of the technological advancement. Now we have IATA government and policymakers. Now, how they are also the policy government and policymaker for them. Establish global aviation standard with the industry expert, define the regulation for the evolving aviation sector, collaborating with the government to address any challenges such as security measures, rates and taxation policies, environmental policy and sustainability initiative, IATA and travel agent and ground handlers. Travel agent cannot become an IATA member, but can obtain IATA accreditation. Accredited agents are authorized to sell ticket on behalf of IATA membership. The person who are interested to the attached to the IATA and to the doing some ticket seller, this may be important. IATA accredited agent gain access to the billing and settlement plan. Billing and settlement plans for this thing. Accredited agents service unique IATA numeric code for industry recognition. Accredited agent can display the IATA logo on their website and offices, increasing visibility and credibility for that. It is as a truth 54,000 IATA accredited travel agents operate across the 270 countries and territories. Now we are billing and settlement plan. Definition and purpose. BSP is a systematic designed by IATA to simplify the selling reports and reminding the procedure for IATA accredited travel agents. It facilitates secure distribution and settlement funds between the travel agents and airlines. Global implementation. BSP operates in IATA travel agency worldwide except the USA, where ARC, Airline Reporting Corporation, is used instead. It was the first launch in Japan in 1971 and it's now used overall 180 countries. This system boasts a 99.99 on-time settlement rate. Now, functionality and benefit. BSP enables ticket through the global distribution system for IATA membership only. It streamlines the airline ticketing processing and revenue collection. Before BSP, bill settlement, airline need to remit the ticket stock to travel agent and manually monitor the sales, making the process of the costly and time consuming. BSP improved the sales reporting, invoicing, and statistical analysis of the travel agency. Now, participant in BSP, airline include the IATA and non-IATA airline members. IATA accredited agent in BSP operating country are notified and invited to participate when BSP is introduced. General sales agents and airport handling agents can participate through a standard agreement with an airline. Now, airline, BSP, and IATA travel agent and bills. This is the procedure for this thing. Now, process of BSP. Sorry. As for summary, BSP implement the across the country. BSP operates in 110 system covering 180 countries worldwide. Some countries do not use BSP due to administrative region or alternative system. Algeria, Belarus, 21 African nations, Cuba, and USA. Russia operate with the two parallel systems, BSP and TCH. IATA continued to expand BSP to new countries. Cost of BSP for airline pay one-time entry cost. $5,000 per BSP, irrespective of the country size, ticket issuance, and data processing. Now, after BSP implementation, IATA accredited agent receives the range of electronic ticket member from the ticket system provider. Agent issue ticket via BSP link following the standard instruction. They should maintain some standard instruction. The TSP transmit daily ticket sales data to the data processing center. The DPC comply the process the ticketing data generating an agent billing analysis for each travel agent. The process of sales analyze is sent to BSP airline. Settlement and payment process. Agent remit periodic payment for all the BSP transaction conducted on behalf of airlines. Payment are made via electronic funds transfer, electronic fund transfer, or direct debit. BSP Airlines Accounts Department audit all incoming data before finalizing the settlement. Periodic remittance is the core function of the BSP, ensuring the smooth financial transaction. Now, significance of BSP, widely used in travel and tourism. BSP is extensively adopted due to its benefit for the travel agents, airlines, and financial transaction. Benefit of the travel agent, what type of benefit of the travel agents are getting? Agent can issue a single sales report and remit one consolidated payment to the center point. And sales are electronically recorded and improve efficiency. So there is the standardized process. Benefit of the airlines, reduce the workload, and through the electronic ticketing and eliminate manual processing. So reduce the workload, electronic ticket through electronic ticket and manual processing. Minimize the resource needed for billing and collection. So this is their procedure for this thing. Operation and financial advantage facilitates electronic bill distribution and generalization of debit and credit memos via BSP link, extending the financial control through centralized and structured grouping of transactions. Now here, when you centralize and structure grouping of transaction, we need something about to the controlling system, ensure a seamless and monitoring document flow via neutral organization and maintaining transaction quality. That means transaction quality are up to date. Now, relevance in the aviation industry, role in the global trade and diplomacy, travel and tourism contribute significantly to the global trade and international relations, no doubt about this thing. Aviation plays a key role for a globalization by connecting people and economy. Connecting, when you're connecting the people, then you're connecting to the economics also. I had to provide the voice for aviation industry and ensure smooth operation. Impact of the COVID-19 and on aviation and tourism. The pandemic severely impacted air traffic due to the travel bans and restriction. This is the one in pandemic. Before COVID-19, tourism contributed 9.5% to the world trade, not a matter of job. 30% to the service sector and 13% to the global employment. Now, the many countries are now shifting focus on tourism, focusing as an alternative revenue source, especially oil-dependent nations. Now, I had a role in aviation tourism industry. I had the aviation tourism are interdependent, require international cooperation. Organizations like the IATA, ICO, these are the WTO World Tourism Organization, PATA, ASTA, all these things. IATA initiated during the COVID-19 took key measures to revive the international travel collaboration with the industry stakeholder, introduce travel bubbles, repatriation of the flights and digital health process, vaccine passport, travel pass, etc., facilitated to the secure flow of COVID-19 testing and vaccine data between government, airline, and laboratories and travelers. Continue to adopt the emerging global challenge in aviation sector. Now we are coming to the introduction ICAO. Now that is specialized agency United States, and these are the rule about this they are also doing. Now rules and responsibility of these are their roles, how they are impacted for this thing. I'm not going in details. Now comparison between the other organization, ICOJ and unaffiliated authorities for the scope of the unit for the objective roles. But now we have a summary of ICN and formation of the ICAO. Now here. Predecessor of the ICA, the International Commission for Air Navigation. Sorry. First convention 1903 held in Berlin, Germany, attended the 8 countries. But no official agreement were finalized. Second convention 1906, after 3 years, also in Berlin attended 27 countries. Now increase in the number. Third convention after 1912, London first radio and the ICN existence operate until 1945. The Chicago Convention 7 December 1944, 52 countries signed to the Chicago Convention on International Civil Aviation. So that means that 52 countries are in the picture in the particular 1944. Led to the creation of Provisional International Civil Aviation Organization And PICO replaced ICAN and stated the operation 6 June 1945. Ratification and permission of the ICAO. The 26 countries ratified the convention of 5th March 1947. PICO was this establishment on 4th April 1947. The ICAO was officially formed for this thing. The integration into UN in October 1946, the ICO became the agency under the UN's economy and social economics for this. Now we are going to summarize the ICO and Asian Pacific AAPAC office. Founded in 1940 in Melbourne, Australia, as the Far Eastern Pacific office. Now, relocated to Bangkok, Thailand 1955 and renamed ASEAN Pacific Office in 1980. Regional sub-office opened in Beijing, China on 27 June 2013, hosted by the Civil Aviation Administration of China, CAAC. Accredited and coverage, accredited at 39 contracting states, maintaining a liaison with the two special administrative regions of China and 13 other territories. Cover a vast airspace with 49 of the region. Now we are coming to the primary rules of responsibility. Support the planning and implementation of ICAO policy for safety, security, and efficiency. Now it is also the safety, security, and efficiency. IIT also the same thing. They are also giving importance. Address the diversity in air navigation system, develop and aviation security implement, manage all challenges posed by rapid air traffic growth. Commitment and collaboration. What their commitment ensures the safe security environment, environment friendly air transportation, encourage the strong collaboration among the states, aviation industry stakeholders, etc. Focus on capacity building, integrating support and ICA initiative, and place the continuous effort to maintain the high aviation standard in the region. Now we are coming to the strategic objective of ICA. What is they are the strategic, the safety, they are also discussed about the, what type of safety they are doing? Collaborate with 190 member country to ensure the aviation safety and work towards the global target of zero fatalities by 2030. Focus on regulatory capacity growth, risk mitigation, and aviation safety and planning. Support standardization of new development in aircraft design, population and autonomous control and personnel mobility. These are the standardized, they are also maintaining. Now, air navigation capacity and efficiency. Address next generation innovation in flight operation and air traffic management. Support the member state in integrating advanced aviation technology. The ensure the global harmonization of the new technology while maintaining safety and sustainability. Aviation security and facilitation, covert travel documents, security, border management, and anti-terrorism measure. Ensure the passenger secure cargo security, etc. Member state collaborating on strategic planning and policy innovation to take security and challenges. Now, economic development of air transport. Promote the air connectivity as a driver of sustainable development. Air connectivity as a driver of the sustainable development. Very crucial. What were the harmonized global regulatory framework? They are harmonized, going to one place to another place, saying one organization to another, they harmonized way. And liberation of the air transport. They are also get the liberation of transport. Address the airspace, infrastructure constraint to support the economic sustainability and provide the economic policies, regulatory guidelines, and aviation data for decision making, environmental protection. Focus on the three key areas they are given: the climate changes and aviation emission, aircraft noise, and local air quality. They are also focusing on this thing. Develop the global aviation standard to reduce the environmental impact, encourage the innovation in airframe, prop, propulsion, propulsion, and sustainable aviation fuels. That propulsion and airframe and sustainable aviation fuels, these are they are implementing. What are they implementing? Carbon offsetting and reduction scheme for international aviation. That carbon emission and offsetting they are also doing and try to implement for this thing. Function of the roles of the IRM. Their established technical specialized to ensure the inform and uniform with the global air navigation. They the SARPs are adopted under the Article 37 the Convention on International Civil Aviation. They over the recommendation no country left behind the NCLB initiative ensure the global harmonized implemented this SARPM and aim to provide the equal access to safe and reliable transport for all the state and also support the state with the aviation safety and security challenges through the oversight audits and also assistance. Is there any question for that? Now we are coming to the IC role in the global coordination. How they are coordinate with the globally. Work at a state level. Work at a state level, unlike the IATA, which represent the private airlines, use full letter ICA airport codes. That is KORD for Chicago, OI. But provide the international regulation guideline, but does not act as an enforcement body. ICAR Air Navigation Commission. They comprise 19 independent commission nominated by the contracting state, develop aviation standard through the ICA panel, submit approved standard to ICA Council for consultation and adoption. Now, ICA strategy focus on developing nation. Address the aviation safety, security, and environmental challenges. This is the most of the important in underdeveloped regions and encourage the weather states to assist the developing nation in improving the aviation infrastructure and facilitate the political coordination and pooling of the resource for regional aviation growth. ICA 2000 strategy vision identify the discrepancy to the ICM and some implemented across the state. Recommended increased support to the state with a high accident rate of the security threat, encourage the regional cooperation and voluntary funding and capacity building led to the formulated no country led behind initiative. Now we are coming to the Convention of International Civil Aviation. Chicago 1945 says they are given to the agreement for this thing. There are some condition of the established like this. Not going in detail. Now in the Words Convention 92, they are also given to the aim to unify international air travel liability laws. First proposed 1902, component damages for the Youth Protocol 1952, they are given. Now this take now what is the key takeaways for this thing? Chicago Convention established ICA and global aviation standard. And Woods Convention defined airline liability but led to the legal inconsistency. And Montreal Air Convention modernized the liability rules into the better passenger protection and operational efficiency. The Montreal Convention given to the passenger protection operation efficiency, this is they consider it is the most vital. Now we are coming to the freedom of the year. Of the year. Airlines required government approval to operate international flight. This is the requirement. 1945 Chicago Convention established framework for negotiating air traffic flights, leading to the definition of 9 freedoms of the year. These freedoms are not automatic rights, but privileges that must be negotiated between the state. First freedom of the year, the right to fly over a foreign country without landing. So this is the first freedom. Second freedom of the you, the right to land of non-traffic purposes. that is refueling without boarding or deplaning the passenger or cargo. Third freedom of the year, the right to land in another country or disembark passenger or cargo from the airline home country. Fourth freedom, the right to pick up passenger or cargo from foreign country and return them to the airline home country. These are the actually freedom of the year. Now we are come the fifth freedom of the year. What is the fifth freedom for this thing? The right to carry passenger or cargo between two foreign countries. As long the flight originated, the aims of the airline home country. Example, a Singapore airline, flight airline from the Singapore to New York via Frankfurt carrying the passenger between the Frankfurt and New York. And sixth freedom of the year, unofficial freedom. The right to transport passenger or cargo between the two foreign countries via airlines home country. Example, Emirates flying passenger from London to Sydney via Dubai. Seventh freedom of the year on official freedom. The right to operate the flight between the two foreign countries without any connection to the airline home country. Example, a European air flying between the US and Canada without stopping the Europe. Now we are coming to the eighth freedom of the year, the right to transport passenger within foreign country. Right to foreign country. It's a part of the international flight. Example, what is that? A foreign airline flying from its home country to city to another country, then continue to the second domestic city in that country. Very careful. Nine freedom you the right to operate domestic flight entirely within the foreign country. Example, a USA airline operate domestic flight within the Germany. What is the key takeaway? First and second freedom recognized under the multilateral treaties. Third and fourth freedom common to the bilateral agreements. 6 to 9 lease common and require special agreement. And cabotage, they highly restricted due to concern over the national airline protection. Now, we are completed to the 4, 5, 6. Now, we are, any question from that? Is there any question? Hamaja Ahmed, do you have any question? Hamaja, do you have any question? Now we are going to the unit number 7. Now that particular unit number 7, familiarization with OAG1. Now, here, given to the tourism, what is tourism actually? Why it is important in the nowadays? Tourism was the world largest industry, no doubt about it, and relies on the multiple modes of transport. And air transport is a crucial mode due to its speed and popularity. If number of tourists are there, number of destination will get to the profit, revenue earning for this thing, especially international travel. Challenges in air travel include the multiple flight schedule, similar sounding airport names, multiple airport in city, and fluctuating airline schedule. The ABC World Airways Guide was created to address these issues during the manual ticket era. In 1993, the ABC World Airways Guide merged with the OAG, Official Airline Guide. OAG provides the vital information on the aviation industry for both passenger and cargo services. OAG served as an air travel intelligence reference, helping streamline air transportation. These units cover OAG role, designated coding concept, and the importance of the coding aviation. Now they were using the coding. OIG code then mean official airline guide for cities, airport, airlines will discuss in detail. That code means when you are coming to the some big name to small, so it can be recognized instead of that. Now we are coming to the history of the OIG official guide, airline guide. OIG overview a key air travel. Reference provide you the schedule, cargo, and aviation analytics. Origin, origin in 1920, origin in 1929, first established in USA as the official aviation guide of airways listing 35 airlines with 300 flights. Development and expansion in 1948 to 1960, 1996. 1948, the title Official Airline Guide was first appeared after a competitor took over the publication. 1950, after 10 years, flight schedules were grouped by city pair instead of the airline and adding the quick reference. 1963 to introduction the International Quick Reference Edition. In 1968, Voyager moved from the Chicago to Oak Brook, Illinois. In 1969, the last worldwide timetable edition was published. These are the historical background for this. 1993, then OG to Midway, and 1996, the merged ABC OG brand were fully rebranded as OAG, Official Airline Guide. Now we are in technological advancement 1962 to 1983. 1962, OAG started supplying data to early computer reservation system. Computer is CRS, computer reservation system, late 1960 to 1970, introduced the computer generate connecting flight and tariff the data for this thing. 1972 helped develop the IATA standard schedule information manual for airline scheduling data. This thing proving for this thing. 1983 launched OAG electronic edition and integrating flight and pricing information. And modern development 2009 present. 2009 began supply the airline schedule to minimum connecting time MCT to global distribution system GDS, and like the travel port, and partner with the MRDS and the Travel Sky, to the largest GDS system, global distribution system for this thing. 2010 introduced schedule dynamic and technological for real-time airline schedule updates. Strategic partner with the IATA, contributing to the SSIM standard board. Now we are coming to the OAG cargo flight information. Work with the IATA to maintain a database of worldwide cargo flight, schedule the update daily, include details such as airline codes, airport names, aircraft types, and route feeder services. Offers a monthly update reference guide for the cargo flight, customizable for the specific user needs. Importance of the OAG and coding system. OAG provide the critical data for the passenger and cargo airline operation. Understanding OAG require knowledge of aviation coding system, which are essential for assessing its information. Now we are going to summary of the country codes. Standardized country are represent two letter represented by two letter ISO letter 2 and three letter ISO alpha codes under the ISO 316 standard. These codes provide the universal and intuitive way to represent the countries. The use of the country code applied the postal services, currency, codes, double business activity, and web address. These are unit tested were like them. And development of the recognition. Country codes are geocodes designed for data processing and communication. It helps also and recognized the published by the United Nations as well. Example of which two-letter code ISO Alpha 2, commonly used in internet domain name uh, .de for Germany, .uk for the United Kingdom, three-letter code ISO Alpha frequently used in global supporting event and international forums. Now, key difference the ICO and ITO. The aspect number of character, number aspect four letter codes, ISA code, and IATA three letter code. Used for the operational and regulatory purpose, flight planning, ATC, and not awesome. But IATA used for public facing airline operating ticket, baggage, and tax reservation. An assignment assigned based on the geographic structure, continent, FIR, and airport, three individual. Now assigned based on the city, airport name, and first name. These are the and coverage include all airports and navigational aids only for commercial airport. Example, LEVL and BCN, both systems play crucial role in aviation, ensuring efficient communication, operational safety, and passenger convenience. Now we are coming to summary of the city code and airport. Difference between the city and airport codes. IIT assigns separate code for the cities and airport, especially metropolitan area with the multiple airports. Airport codes are usually named after the airport itself, while the different code being present city as a whole. Example, London has a LON city code, but different airport codes like LHR, Heathrow, LGI Gateway, and LCY London City Airport. IATA airport codes, three letters. What is that? Every official airport, from large international hubs to small airstrip, has a three-letter IATA code. Example, ATL, Hartsfield, SAB, and IATA codes are also known as IATA location identify or IATA station codes. Now we are going to use an administration of the IATA codes. Use on bag, stack, tickets, flight schedule, and airline operation, governed by the IATA Resolution 763, managed by the IATA headquarters in Montreal. Codes are published semi-annually in the IATA Airline Coding Directory. Coding helps to manageable and also the safety and security also use. Difference with the IATA code used for the aviation. Now, used for the commercial and consumer purpose, ticketing badge for the use and the regulatory for the non-governmental united boards for the example of the codes. These are the difference between them. Commonly used city and airport. Yellow London City Code, LGR Heathrow Airport, New NYC, New York City, J code, and these are the code we are using for this thing. IATA and ICO codes are different, but complementary roles in ensuring efficiency. Though both the efficiency and communication set to the global air travel. Now, summary the airline code, purpose of the IT. Here, purpose of the IT airline designated code, use the reservation, schedule, timetable, telecommunication, ticketing, cargo documentation, legal tariff, and other commercial and tariff purposes. Essential for identification of airline destination and traffic documentation. Support passenger and cargo traffic operation through the electronic collaboration. Types of airline codes. Airline accounting codes and airline prefix. use the identify passenger and cargo traffic documentation, help in processing and accounting transaction passenger and cargo, baggage tag user code, combined with tax real to identify help desk baggage throughout its journey, live display system. Now, IATA airline designated two character alphanumeric codes, AI for Air India, AA for the American Airlines. Sometimes include the operational third character, helps identify the airlines ensuring the passenger and correct flight. Baggage tracing and ticket booking are simplified using these codes. Documents such as ticket and air OAE bill example. Air India 6C Indigo, UK Vistara, AA American Airways. Now we are coming to the importance of airline codes. Why it is important? Prevent confusion in identify airlines and destination. Speed up the booking and check-in process. Enable efficient baggage tracking the reduced mishandling, essential for global airline operation given the high volume of air travel. IATA airline codes are fundamental of the for the smoother functioning of the aviation industry, ensuring efficiency, accuracy, and streamlined operation across the passenger and cargo services. Now, now we are completed to the unit number 7. Is there any question for them? Hello? Is there any question? Let's to stop here. So I completed to the 7, unit number 7, and tomorrow I will start from the unit number 8 onwards. Amaja Ahmed, do you have any question? Thank you and good night.